K-drama's dynamic 12-second heroes, who stole our hearts. Number 12, Yang Do-hyuk in Nevertheless. In Nevertheless, the main character is Yunabai, played by Han So-hee. She's an art student who's given up on love because of something hurtful her ex-boyfriend did in public. As the story unfolds, she gets attention from another student named Park Jae-yeon, played by Song Kang. Their relationship is supposed to be the central one in the show, but some viewers might find it troubling. Jae-yeon doesn't treat her very well, and that's why some people were hoping she'd end up with Yang Do-hyuk, a popular YouTuber and Nabai's childhood friend. He's much kinder to her than the main guy for most of the show, so he seemed like a better choice to many viewers. Number 11, Hwang Sun-oh in Love Alarm. Love Alarm had 2 seasons, and it explored what would happen if there was an app that could tell us if someone nearby was in love with us. Kim Jo-jo, a high school student with a tough life, started dating the wealthy Sun-oh in the beginning. However, as season 2 begins, it becomes clear that they might not end up together because Jo-jo's feelings could shift towards Sun-oh's childhood friend and former classmate, Ha-young. Number 10, Guy Sun-woo in myroommateisagumiho. My Roommate is a Gumiho, first aired in 2021. It stars Jang Ki-young as Shin Woo-yo, a 999-year-old Gumiho, a mythical nine-tailed fox, who is the only male of his kind. When a college student named Lee Dam, played by Lee Hai-ri, accidentally swallows his magical bead, they have to live together, and they end up falling in love. There's also a character named Guy Sun-woo, played by Bae In-hyuk, who is interested in Lee Dam, but he doesn't know about her situation with the Gumiho. Despite knowing that Lee Dam and the Gumiho are meant to be, you can't help but root for Sun-woo anyway. Number 9, Han Seo-jun in True Beauty. True Beauty, based on a webtoon with the same name, explores important themes relevant to our world today. The main character, Lim Joo-kyung, played by Moon Jae-young, has endured years of bullying because her classmates thought she was unattractive. To escape this, she changes schools and learns to use makeup. There, she makes friends with 2 classmates, Lee Soo-ho, Cha Eun-woo, and Han Seo-jun, Hwang In-yup. Seo-jun is a character who undergoes significant growth throughout the series. His tough exterior gradually softens, and he becomes a kinder person. It's hard not to feel sorry for him when he faces rejection. Number 8, Ji Seo-jun in Romance is a Bonus Book. People who enjoy books will really like Romance is a Bonus Book because it's about the book industry. In the show, Lee Na-young plays Kang Dan-ai, a divorced woman without a job who eventually gets hired at a book company. This brings her closer to the young editor-in-chief, Cha Eun-ho, who she'll end up having a romantic relationship with. But before that happens, Dan-ai gets to know Ji Seo-jun, a freelance designer the company wants to hire. When he starts to develop romantic feelings for her, their unique connection faces some challenges. Number 7, Choi Young-do in The Heirs. The Heirs, a popular Korean drama from the 2010s, was one of the standout shows of its time. It revolves around the classic theme of rich and poor characters. Cha Eun-sang, played by Park Shin-hye, finds herself in the world of the wealthy and becomes involved in a complicated love triangle. The 2 men vying for her affection are Kim Tan, a rich heir played by Lee Min-ho, and Choi Young-do, another wealthy heir portrayed by Kim Woo-bin. Although both guys can be unkind to Eun-sang at times, Choi Young-do stands out because he doesn't break off an engagement like Kim Tan does for her. Number 6, Han Ji-pyong in Startup. Startup is a TV drama that delves into the world of business and entrepreneurship. It stars Bae Suzy as Seo Dalmi, a young woman with big dreams of becoming a successful entrepreneur like Steve Jobs, but in Korea. As she gets involved with people striving to turn their dreams into reality in Seoul, she forms a team to help her achieve her goals. In the show, there are 2 main male characters with very different backgrounds. One of them pretends to be her childhood sweetheart, even though he's not, while the other, Han Ji-pyong, has a connection to her through her grandmother. Many viewers find themselves rooting for Han Ji-pyong as he assists her on her journey, even though he struggles to express his true feelings for her. Number 5 in Gukdo in strongwomandobongsoon. Strongwomandobongsoon was a really popular show in 2017. In it, Park Bo-young plays Do Bong-soon, a young woman who's incredibly strong. At the start of the series, she has a big crush on a police officer named In Gukdo, played by Ji-soo. But things get complicated when she becomes the bodyguard of a wealthy guy, Park Hyung-sik. This shakes up her love life. While it looks like she might end up with her old friend In Gukdo, it doesn't happen, leaving fans who were hoping for it a little disappointed. Number 4 Yoon Ji-ho in Boys Over Flowers. Boys Over Flowers was a hugely popular Korean drama in the 2000s, and it played a big part in making K-dramas popular today. But, even though fans loved Gu Junpyo, played by Lee Min-ho, and Jeom Jandi, played by Koo Hae-sun, together, their relationship was pretty bad at first. He didn't treat her well. Yoon Ji-ho, played by Kim Hyun-jung, on the other hand, was kinder to her in the end. He didn't end up with her, but he still loved her, even though he accepted that they couldn't be together. Number 3 Seo Byum-jo in Pinocchio. In the 2014 show, Pinocchio, Lee Jong-suk and Park Shin-hye are the main actors. However, it's Kim Young-kwang's character, Seo Byum-jo, who really stands out as a potential romantic interest for Park's character, Choi In-ha. He works with her as a fellow reporter. And here's the interesting part, over 10 years ago, he took In-ha's mother's phone and reads the text messages she sends, thinking it's her mom texting. He falls in love with In-ha because of this, and although his character could use a bit more depth, he's still quite memorable in the series. Number 2 Baek In-ho in Cheeseinthetrap. In the show, Cheeseinthetrap, there's a college student named Hong Seol, played by Kim Go-eun. She's on a scholarship and faces problems from a rich guy named Yu-young, played by Park Hae-jin. Yu-young is mean to everyone, including her. Initially, another character, Baek In-ho, played by Seo Kang-joon, was taken in by Yu-young's family. Later in the series, it's revealed that Yu-young might have played a role in ending Baek's career as a pianist. Number 1 Kim Young-hwan in Reply 1988. Reply 1988 is a very popular Korean drama, and there's a good reason why people love it. But, for many fans, it was really sad when Kim Young-hwan, the second main character, didn't end up with Sung Deok-seon, the main female character. Kim Young-hwan is like their next-door neighbor who has always had a crush on her, but he never gets to be her boyfriend. What's even more heartbreaking is that he lets the other main guy try to win her over, even though he knows he's giving up his own chance.